Hello, my poets. Today we are going to be looking at the last three types of poems that we are writing this month here between April and May. So it's the final countdown, right? Okay, so today we are talking about limericks from slide 15. Then we will go into a phone poem, and then last is the fun roll the dice poem as well. So you'll find out about that. So here we go. First, on slide 15, a limerick is a 5-line humorous poem, usually about a person. The rhyming pattern for the limerick is A, B, B, A. So that last line rhymes with the top two. Also, first, second, and fifth lines are about twice as long as the third and fourth lines. Limericks are also start with the words "there once was." So here's an example. There once was a fine girl named Charlie who spent hours combing her hair. She combed it all night till it was just right, but by then she was stuck to the chair. Okay, so let's look at the things that we already learned about limerick. So there's 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 2 rhyme, Claire, hair, but also rhymes with the last line, chair. And then we also learned that the third and fourth lines, which they say BB, those 2 rhyme, but they're also a lot shorter. Another thing we learned was that they usually start with "there once was." So try some of your own. So it doesn't have to be about any particular person, animal. It could be about your favorite sport. It could be about tons of different options. Okay, so here we go. There once was. Okay, so I recommend, as you're thinking of your topic, we think of 3 words that can rhyme together, and then we'll fill in the middle 2 sentences. Notice these 2 look like they're shorter, and that's because they are. Okay, I've chosen to start my poem by using the word Tallahassee. There once was a girl from Tallahassee. And then I was thinking, what are some other words that can rhyme with Tallahassee? Classy, sassy. So I thought it might be kind of fun to end with sassy, to leave a little bit of humor. So I honestly couldn't remember where Tallahassee was, but the word just kind of stuck in my mind. So I've asked Google where it was just now on my phone, and that's in Florida. Now I'm going to take a few minutes, I think, and look up what are things to do in Tallahassee, and maybe that'll help me fill in some of these middle lines. So I've clicked type in Google, what are top things to do in Tallahassee? And so I'm looking here for some inspiration. Okay, this is what I have so far. There once was a girl from Tallahassee. She was a lot more than just classy, lived at the top of Florida, right next to Georgia. So I didn't use anything yet for kind of the top 10 things to do because I noticed the location and I thought, hey, Florida and Georgia rhyme. So that's kind of why I paused there. Okay, so I finished up by saying downright will always be caring and sassy. At first I was going to just not put that in there, but then I thought, oh, but I'm not following that rule about it being longer, that last line than the second and the third and the fourth. So I added those kind of filler words to help make the rule work. So here we go. My poem is done. There once was a girl from Tallahassee. She was a lot more than just classy. Lives at the top of Florida, right next to Georgia. Downright will always be caring and sassy. Now we will move on to our next type of poem. It is called a phone poem. So use your phone number to create a fun poem. You will write 1 line for each number in your 7-digit phone number. Each number tells you how many syllables will be in the line. If you have a 0 in your phone number, you get to choose any number of syllables you want for that line. Okay, so their example, 555-4692. Our team is losing, so that's 5. Our team is losing, it's my turn to bat. The pitch is too fast, strike 1 for me. Oh no, another strike. We will lose the game if I strike out. Home run. So it says try one with your phone number, write your phone number down in the page boxes, then use the syllables to write your poem. And this is without area code as well. The first thing I did was plug in that phone number here. And now we will get started. So I think I need some inspiration. Okay. And then with that inspiration, maybe I'll make a list of things that go with that topic. I noticed already that it didn't rhyme. So these don't have to rhyme as well. So that's kind of a nice way to start. And I have one line that's a 0. So I get to determine whatever I want those syllables to be. Okay, here we go. My poem, day is done, oh what fun. My bed is calling, dreaming of many things tonight. Who will turn out the light? Me. And that's the phone number poem. Okay, here we go. Our last one. Roll the dice poem. You will need a pair of dice to write this poem. For each line, roll both dice. The sum of the two number is the number of syllables that the line must contain. Keep rolling until your poem is done. Try one yourself. Type the numbers of your rolls in the dice and then add the two together to find the total number of syllables for that line. Use the top line to make the title of your poem, for your poem. Okay, I better find some dice and get on rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 lines, and that includes the title. So 12 rounds of rolling 2 dice. Here we go. For those of you that don't have dice, I am on random.org/dice as the website here. Okay, dice roller. So you roll with however many dice you need. So I changed that number to 2, and I just click roll dice, and it gives me my number. So there you go. That's how you can help and roll the dice if you don't have some, or you don't even need to look around your house. You could just do this way too. Okay, so I've rolled all my dice and plugged in my numbers. I've decided to write about mountain climbing and title my line The Climbers. So besides titling it, I went to my longest syllables, and I thought maybe what's a sentence I could talk about that's longer. So that's 12 syllables, and then I ended on 3. So how might I want to end it? So we'll see if those stay the same or if they change as I keep going here. That 12 syllables, it was so big that I had to make the size smaller. I've decided to turn this into kind of a little bit of a story, so it seems to be going pretty easy since I've come up with like a story to tell with all these lines. Okay, so I'll share with you where I'm at so far. The Climbers, where to go this time by car, boat, plane. So they're kind of going on a journey. Anywhere around the world, we need time. Throw a dart on the map to choose, grabbing all the gear to go. So gear, that word is used a lot in mountain climbing and rock climbing. So you're grabbing your gear, you're grabbing your things. Now I'm kind of stuck on this line because I want to pretend that we're there already. Usually mountain climbers start early in the morning so they can get up there before other hikers, and then also so they can have more time in their day. So I'm trying to figure out this line here, and then climbing up the mountain side isn't that easy is my next line. So I'm trying to figure out and see if I can come up with something in between. Morning has come up now. That sounds weird. So that's my 6 syllables that I need. I'm still not sure. The sun is up. And us? Dawn is here, we must go. That might work. Dawn is here, we must go. Oh, but I just ended go up there. Grabbing all the gear now. That's still 1 syllable. Dawn is here, we must go. Dawn is here, we must go. Grabbing all the gear to now. Oh, that doesn't work. So you see kind of how I have to edit and tweak as I'm going to go here? You'll probably have to do the same. I'm going to start. Time to start. Ah, yay. Climbing up the mountainside isn't that easy. So now I have 3 lines. Keep on trekking. I was thinking trekking has to do with climbing. Keep on pressing on. Oh, here we go. Pressing on. Pressing on means like to continue on. So I have 6 syllables and a 5 syllable left. Okay, so finally they make it. Why I chose they, because I'm talking about the climbers. Well worth the journey. I'm going to call that out. Well worth the journey. My what? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you. The climbers, where to go this time? By car, boat, plane, anywhere around the world. We need time. Oh, I should change it from we to they. They need time. They need time. Throw a dart on the map to choose, grabbing all the gear to go. Dawn is here, time to start. Climbing up the mountainside isn't that easy. Pressing on, finally they make it. Well worth the journey. My, what fun. And, oh, I hope you had a great time with your poetry month. I'm sure you came up with some fun, silly ones, and I hope that you chosen topics that mean something to you, even though it might not be the fastest journey, might not have been the fastest journey. I'm sure that at the end you felt some pride in your work when you take a moment to look back. Now you have a whole book of your own poems. Hi, poets. Talk to you later.